Oh yeah. A one-y and a two-y and a... Whoa. One and two, eat a 4 and 1. Yeah.
You hear that in there?
Oh yeah, I hear it. What is happening, everybody? We are live. Sorry about the little hiccup there at the beginning. I thought that my audio was coming through, but it was not. But hopefully everybody could hear that funkiness going on. That's just a little demo drum thing that I had recorded going on, so I figured I'd play that here at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
As a little intro to what's going on. Everybody say hello to the one and only Billy Bellino. I've got a second camera over here so you can see
this
him.
One. Where am I looking at right now?
Well, the camera's up
there's
here.
Both of them. Okay.
Well, I'm looking at the one on my computer. I've got the phone up there.
You have both of them up though.
We're
I
hanging
see two
here.
of you.
Yeah, you see. Now there's only one. But how's everybody doing? I see that we've got a couple people in the chat. Earl Bennet is here. We'll be talking with him in just 1 second. Roberto, what's going on, man? From Bolivia, what's happening? Very cool.
Wow.
Cool. Yes, we got the audio worked out. Now we got some other people that we're going to have here after a bit to talk to. I first want to add in the one and only Earl Bennet. There he is. What's happening, Earl? How's it going?
Howdy, Earl.
It's going okay. So, don't know where I should be. I should be over here, shouldn't I? There it goes.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I'm still like getting used to StreamYard and everything. Let me see.
All right. I don't have your voice now. You're muted. But once you unmute yourself, you'll be fine.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let me do that one. There we go. Now
you
we're.
don't need to see me anyways.
I can switch them in and out, or maybe I'll do this.
There's
There's so many different things that you can do with this. But there we go.
Yeah.
Everybody say hello to Earl. It's great to have you here, man. What's happening?
Great to be here. Congratulations on 500 subscribers. That's awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Great to have you here to
the
celebrate.
White ugly kid up there.
Yes,
you.
I was recording some stuff today and yesterday with the monstrous concert tom kit. This is yet to be seen on my channel, but will be seen very soon. So it's up. I'll move out of the way.
Is that a Vistalite? It's like
yes, that is a Ludwig Vistalite, 24 by 14-inch kick drum, and then you've got 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-inch concert toms, and then an 18-inch double-headed floor tom. So I've got all of them up, and it's sounding really good. So I recorded a couple tunes on it today, both for the recording project that I'm doing with some guys here in PA, and then I did a couple covers as well. So everybody be on the lookout for them. Yeah.
Yeah, wait to see the concert toms are big right now. They're huge. Guys are like watching them all the time. So
yeah. I mean, and like it's an iconic sound, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very iconic. It's very 70s, but a little bit 80s, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking about learning some Phil Collins tunes to do, like some Genesis stuff. You know, because that's like those are some tunes that I haven't tackled.
Take me home. That's a I did that one. So
okay.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I thought about doing the other one that's famous. Do blah blah in the air tonight.
Oh yeah, in the air tonight. Yeah.
I haven't done that one yet. One day I will, maybe.
What was the one that we had talked about doing? Wasn't there one that we had said we would do like a full cover of with the kit and everything?
I think we did. I don't remember which one it was though.
I think it was a Genesis song, but I don't remember. It wasn't Susudio.
It could have been. Was it Turn It On Again or?
Yeah, maybe no. Dug-a-dun, dun 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 dun. I forget what's the name of that tune. Name that tune.
Yeah,
So
that one
this
on that
is
rhythm,
the
but maybe I will.
world we live in. Is it that one?
Land of Confusion.
Oh, that's a different. Oh no, yeah, that is the one.
That's
I
the
was
one.
thinking. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, that one.
This is the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be I don't know how much Concert Tom stuff is in that one, but that's a cool song.
Yeah, not a lot. I don't think a lot. There's some that you could get away with, like I Don't Care Anymore, but that's one of the old Phil Collins tunes. Is it Phil Collins
Okay,
or is
that's
that at Genesis? I
That was
don't
Phil
care
Collins.
anymore. Blah,
That was
blah.
Phil. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Phil Collins.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, either way, there's lots of great tunes that feature, that Concert Tom kit. Now he used, forget when he used, because I know he used Pearl for a while, and then he was using Sonar, and he uses Gretsch, and I don't know when and what he used when, but
He used Premiere early on.
okay.
It was early Premiere was this thing. He went to a Total Premiere Concert Tom kit when he was with Brand X, when the band was
Okay.
kind of hiatus with Peter Gabriel was still the singer. So he went to
Yeah.
a full Concert Tom kit then. And then after the Peter Gabriel album, Intruder, and then there were 3. I think he started using his Concert Tom setup. And then he kind of pared it down to an 8, 10, 12, 15, and then a 16 and 18 floor tom on a rack. I mean, racked up, but it was 16 and 18. And that was his sizes pretty much. 8, 10, 12, 15. It was really strange.
I knew they were different sizes, and I know that his son uses the same type kit now. They just announced, I was going to talk about it because they are playing in Philadelphia next year.
Yep.
In December.
Yeah,
they're doing a bunch of dates up and down the East Coast.
They just dropped it yesterday.
Just the other day,
yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool to go see. Probably real expensive though too.
I mean, I don't know if Nick's as good as his dad, and I would love to have seen it with Chester Thompson during that era. But
yeah.
Nick has handled the Phil show though. I've heard, Lee Sklar talks about him a lot, the bass player. That Nick did a great job on the Phil Collins tour.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't playing "Take Me Home" the way Chester did. "Take Me Home" is like drum machine and that crazy dum bop.
Yeah.
Blah.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is really programmed with real drums over top of it, which I really like the sound of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that gated thing going.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the gated reverb and the compressor from an SSL talkback mic is what the sound is. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. But
mm-hmm.
there's some good stuff. The other one is Behind the Lines, I think it's called, off of Genesis did it, I think, and then I think Phil Collins did a funkier version of it.
Oh, okay.
I can't sing it. I'm not gonna sing. I promise. So I'm a freaking
don't let the drummer sing. Good grief.
You got a good voice, Tate.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I attempt.
Listen, sing, play piano, play guitar, play everything, write songs. That's where money's at doing everything today. You can't just be a one-trick pony anymore. Those days are gone,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, cool. Well, Earl, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us here for a little bit. We got some other people here that we're going to bring on. So I'm going to let you go because I know you got some stuff going on this evening. But before you head out, I do want to plug our live stream tomorrow morning on your channel. We're going to be talking all things Danny Seraphine in Chicago.
All things Danny Seraphine in Chicago. That's what's going to be. And we'll go if we need to. And
we could go all day if we wanted to.
Yeah, could be all day. Yeah, could be. I'll probably cut us off in about 2 hours.
Yeah, you gotta strap me down at some point because I could keep going.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I know we're gonna have a lot to talk about. I've been doing some research on some of the things, history back in my head, and I was looking through some albums and stuff, and I think we're gonna have a blast. So everybody come join us. We're gonna talk all things Chicago. Limited discussion, of course. A limited chat questions. Only if they want to have a Chicago question, fine. But I'm not doing any of that. What hi-hat symbols use and questions. So
the same weekly questions that come up.
I get the same questions for the last 3 years since I've been doing it. Ask Earl anything. I get the same questions. Everybody asks me about the butt end of the stick. It comes around every couple weeks. So,
yep.
Yeah. But
I mean, that was the thing
you
that
guys
Danny
have
did.
fun.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. Yes, of course.
And
Yeah.
I'll catch you guys on the back end. I'll definitely pick up later on in the morning. Probably I'll watch the repeat as usual.
Cool.
Off and see who else you bring on. So
cool. Right on.
Fun.
Yeah, appreciate it, Earl. Thanks so much.
Good meeting you, Earl.
Yeah.
Nice
All right,
meeting you.
cool. Take care. Yep.
Bye.
See ya. All right, Earl Bennet, everybody. Great to have him here to chat with us for a little bit. Who else here in the chat? How many people do we have watching right now? It says we got a total of 3 people. Right
Woo.
on. So I don't know who's all watching. Drop us a note in the chat if you're watching. We appreciate you celebrating here with us. As I said, I got Billy Bellino here with me. We got some dates coming up here soon. Figure we could kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
Before we talk to someone else, I just booked next week. Very exciting news. I'm joining the one and only Brennan Hepler, aka Bean, who, if you don't recognize that name, he was just on American Idol. He made it into the top 12 and then was voted off a couple weeks ago. So he's coming back to Williamsport, where he's originally from.
He's actually the top 8, I think.
Oh, he was in the top 8? I
Yeah.
thought he just made it to the top 12.
He made it to the top 12, and then I think he moved to the.
I don't know. I tried to watch it as much as I could, but I know that he is and can keep up with it with all the posts and stuff. But I know that he made it pretty. He made it pretty far either way.
Yeah.
And so he was a student at the Uptown Music Collective, where Billy is currently a student, and where I was a student, the music school that I attended, and he's going to right now. And so he's coming back to play with myself and some other friends of mine. So we're going to be playing at the Community Arts Center in Williamsport, where we've done a lot of shows over the years, and really looking forward to that and performing and backing him up. So that's going to be fun. And Billy's brother is going to, of all people, is going to be opening for us with the pop group, right?
Yep.
Yeah, which is going to be a lot of fun to hear them. So his brother is like, how old is Matthew now? 13?
13.
13. He's 13. He can play the shit out of the bass. So that's great. And then you have another Led Zeppelin show coming up. When is that?
May 15th.
May 15th, which
over
is
in Schuylkill Haven. I don't know what brewery it is. I don't know.
some outdoor whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And May 15th, that's next 2 Saturdays from now?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that, because next Saturday is the 8th.
Yeah.
But so Billy's doing another Led Zeppelin tribute with the Uptown Music Collective. A couple weeks ago, they did one at the Community Arts Center, where we're going to be performing next weekend, and then they're doing one in Schuylkill Haven. So if you're in our area and you're looking for some live music, it's happening. We've got a bunch of other dates coming up in May and through June and July. I'm going to try and update information on my Facebook and whatnot as all those dates come up. But another gentleman that I want to check in here with and see if he's got any dates, and you may recognize him because he's been in a video before, which I know a lot of people have seen. So let's bring him in now, the one and only Bryce Baliko. There he is. What's happening, Bryce? How's it going, brother? And we cannot hear you. Okay, that's fantastic. Hello, Bryce. You're muted. Hello.
You'd think I'd be accustomed to this
There
by
he
now,
is.
right?
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, well, I mean, we all have those problems. I mean, I just had that problem when I started the stream. So.
Yeah, I've never seen this platform before, actually. It's pretty hip. I'm getting Howard Stern show vibes.
That's what I was just saying. That's what-
I mean, I'm inspired by Howard Stern. I'm no Howard Stern. I obviously can't do the kind of dirty, naughty stuff that Howard Stern does, but
Right.
you know, I don't think people would enjoy that. You know, I was thinking about putting in the title of this like, oh, rated X, or not rated X, like rated R or PG-13 or something like that, because I mean, I know YouTube does the whole kids thing, and like I don't put the kids title on it because
Right.
you know, I mean, I just cussed a little bit ago, and I'll probably cuss later. So
Yeah, YouTube will take your money or whatever they do, put you in jail.
yeah, I mean, they already take all of our money. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get on a Rick Beato soapbox.
All right,
here.
my apologies.
No, you're fine. Bryce, what's going on with you? Are you playing more wedding gigs and whatnot? I saw you were just doing a thing the other night.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a like local dinner dance thing that they were having, playing standards. I don't have anything like that coming up. I am playing at the Jazz Fest that my high school is hosting. So there's that.
Cool.
Basically what happened was the actual local Jazz Fest got canceled because of COVID. So my old band director was like, I'm going to host it myself. And so I'm playing with my old teacher from high school and like some alumni and just play some tunes, have a good time.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
We our old band director, well, my old band director, Billy's current band director, always talks about doing a Jazz Fest thing, and then it never happens.
Yeah.
And he's talked about, well, I know like COVID kind of threw everything up in the air, but like he always talks about doing a alumni jazz band too.
Oh,
We're
nice.
just like I'll believe it when I see it, Mr. Harabi. So if he's watching this, I'm calling you out, Mr. H. Where's this alumni jazz band at?
Yeah, I forgot there's also a local like Mother's Day celebration every year that we have like a variety show for. So just little stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll have to have you up at one of our gigs because we could certainly use. There's a bunch of tunes that we're playing that have saxophone on them and whatnot.
Yeah, man, I am down. I'm looking forward to hopefully working with Neil this summer too.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be doing some of his gigs.
Yeah, I don't know if the broadcast is familiar with Neil. I don't know how this stuff works, but
no, you're fine. We'll talk about whoever, whenever. It doesn't matter.
Cool.
I don't think there's a lot of people watching anyways, but it'd be fun. This will be fun for people to watch on the like watching it back. But
yeah,
we're just gonna talk, and that's gonna be that. Because the important thing is we are here celebrating. You know what I mean? And
yeah. Forgive me, Tate.
I'm ecstatic. No, you're fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely if so those that don't recognize Bryce was one of the two saxophonists on the Lido Shuffle cover that we did.
Yeah.
And that Billy was a part of as well. He kindly played bass and did background vocals on that. And we're going to try and do another one at some point this summer too. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to, we kind of know what tune we're going to do, but I'm not going to say what it is, but I will say that it is in the same realm of the tunes that I covered just doing drum stuff, and then that we've done the full band covers of. Yeah. And it is going to feature Mr. Bellino's Wurlitzer keyboard, which is going to be pretty cool.
Looking forward to hearing Mr. Bellino on the Wurlitzer.
Well, I don't know that I'll be playing it.
He's just like as a tinkerer. He just tinkers with it,
Right.
Which I know, Bryce, you appreciate a good tinkerer, so.
I do. Tinkering is a bygone skill,
Right.
Well, I thought we were going to have the other saxophonist from the Lido video. What happened to him? I saw he was in the waiting room. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I told him he should come hang, and he was practicing.
Oh, okay. It did look like he was in a practice room, so he must have just been on his break. Well, yeah, I saw that Sam was in the waiting, and I was like, oh, there's Sam. And then he disappeared, so.
I'm sure he'll be back on at some point. Whether it's in the future cover, right?
Well, everybody look forward to if Sam shows up either later in the stream or if he shows up for a future cover. Although, I don't know, I might have to find someone else if he's
he'll be at
falling off the face of the earth when we're trying to record it.
Yeah.
Because he'll be in San Antonio.
Is that where that is?
I think that's where he's going. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him when he's not here.
Right.
The other saxophonist that was on the Lido Shuffle video is doing basic training this summer. He got a gig with the one Army band. So
yeah, and fun fact, both saxophonists, Sam and I, will be living with Tate next year. So it's exciting.
Yeah, so look forward to future live streams from our apartment in Philadelphia where we'll be jamming out all the time. So hopefully we can get something set up. I'm looking forward to it, and that we can just kind of like pop on and do stuff. I think people would enjoy that.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Maybe not our neighbors all the time, but who knows?
They'll be fine. They didn't they say that they had something in the ceilings that made it so that you couldn't hear stuff. You know, they
I
said
sure
that.
hope so.
So I think we're going to be in the basement. Those people are going to be 2 floors above us, and the people next door. I mean, I think we're going to be just fine. And either way, we'll make some noise. So I'm looking forward to it. Anything else, Bryce?
No, I just want to wish you another congratulations. Oh,
Thank you.
actually,
Appreciate
if
it.
anyone's looking for lessons, I don't know if any of your subscribers are horn players.
Yeah, I
but
don't know how many saxophonists I have here, but
yeah, shameless plug.
no,
Right
you're
now,
good.
music.
You're good.
Look it up.
Everybody deserves
on
a
that
shameless
website.
plug.
But yeah, thanks for having me to chat, Tate. Congratulations.
Yes, I will link your stuff in the description.
Cool.
And I know Bryce's stuff is also linked in the description of the Lido Shuffle cover. So
Right.
Bryce is a great saxophonist and all around woodwind player, whatever you want to call it.
Doubler.
And
That might be the word.
doubler. Sorry, that I don't know technical terms like that. You called me a percussionist earlier, and I was like, I'm not a percussionist.
I did. I'm sorry.
But excuse me, I just almost died there. Although my Instagram does say drummer / percussionist, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't do that many percussion gigs anymore. I mean, I just did one the other week, but it was like very easy, laid back percussion.
Easy money.
Roberto says, anxious to see your jazz performance. Yeah, I'm gonna link. If you want to see some jazz, I will link because I just had. You don't have a small ensemble recording, do you? You didn't do
No,
one?
I was all virtual.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys recorded stuff.
No, we just wrote charts and sent them to Larry.
Gotcha. Yeah, my small ensemble at Temple, the concert that we recorded just aired, I think, yesterday on the second Boyer page. So I can link that in the description too for anybody that would like to check that out. So, and there's plenty of others over there that you can watch too. All of our fellow Temple Jazz performance students, everybody's rocking it out. So
yeah, they're all very good.
Although I don't know if they'd appreciate me saying rocking it out, but nonetheless. So Bryce, thank you for being here. We appreciate you celebrating with us, and we'll talk to you real soon. Everybody, hit up Bryce if you need saxophone or other woodwind lessons.
Yeah.
And check out the Lido Shuffle video if you haven't seen that too, because Bryce is in it, and he'll be in future covers. So if you're watching this after the fact and you see Bryce again, you won't be surprised. So thanks again, Bryce. And yeah, same to you.
Awesome meeting you, Bryce.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
You guys did play together. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't talk.
Yeah, but that's how it is these days,
Tate, you're gonna make me say goodbye like 4 times.
All right, goodbye, Bryce. We'll see you. One more thing. One more thing I wanted to say. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Bryce. Take care. We'll see you. All right. It's good talking to Bryce. I haven't seen him that much this year because he's been remote. He's been doing shifts at Dunkin' Donuts from hey Bryce, you still? No, I'm just kidding. He was working shifts at Dunkin' Donuts. He'd go to bed at 9 or 10, so he was telling me, and then he'd get up at 2 or 3 and work the early morning shift at Dunkin' Donuts, and then go back home, go back to bed before he had to start his classes for the day.
That's miserable.
Man, he did it though. I mean, more power to him for doing that.
Yeah, really.
So.
I couldn't never do that.
But yeah, well, let's see. Is there anybody else out in the chat? What's happened? We got 4 people watching. If anybody,
last time.
Yeah, I mean, this is how these streams go. I tried to share it. I had to update the link because I forgot to create it through StreamYard, and I just did it through YouTube. So I feel like people are gonna call me. People call me an old man either way. I just feel like. I was like, oh shit, what did I do wrong here? And then I realized I was like, oh, I had to create the stream in StreamYard, not in YouTube, because it won't link unless you do it with Stream. It's a whole process. And then I was down here sitting for an hour trying to figure out how in the hell I was supposed to get that music to play. And so that I was screwing around with cables, and then I was downloading different programs that weren't working. I had one that just it popped up and it's like a virtual audio cable or whatever, so that you can link. Basically what I was trying to do is to be able to play audio on my computer and then have it come through the stream, because you can't just share your audio on here. You have to share your screen too,
Yeah.
which I found my way around it, but it's kind of stupid. But yeah, the one program that I downloaded was literally just like, it was like a little screen and it had like a fake like mic cable in the picture, and then it was just like a bunch of like, it just looked really odd. And I was like, there's nothing to click here. Like it was just like virtual audio cable up and running, and then that was it. Like it didn't say anything else. I couldn't select my interface as a microphone. I couldn't freaking do anything. I don't know what the hell the deal was. But we got a question here from Moko. Let me see. Can I put this up on the screen? Oh yeah, there we go. Congratulations. I have one question for the future. Would you record some covers from Hal Blaine? You know, with this kit right here, I was thinking about doing some Hal Blaine stuff. Played some awesome drum tracks on the songs for Beach Boys and Carpenters. Yeah. Hal Blaine is great. Yeah, what's the tune that we used to listen to in the car all the time on the way back from the collective?
There's a lot of those.
I know Hal Blaine was on it. I think it was like, crap. What was the name of that tune? I think it was like a weird. I knew that it was like a song that like we listened to because it was like, I don't want to say it was funny, but it was like less known, so we thought it was funny that we were listening to it. But then it had like it had a cool drum part from Hal Blaine, but I forget what the name of it was. It had like a fill that went the whole way down like the big concert tom kit. Shit.
I remember this. I think this was one of those times where you'd roll down the window and then you'd play the drums out the
I'd start the
window.
drums out like I do with Tom Sawyer when I air drum
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Sawyer in the car. I start outside the window and I go down through into the.
You need all the room. You can't. Get
Yeah, you need all the
drums
room when
without
you're
it.
doing that. What is the name of that song? Maybe I still have the playlist on my computer here. I'll think of it. It'll come. Oh, now it's okay. Hold on. Now I open Spotify, so now I have to go in and look. I know. I know it wasn't a Beach Boys song or something. I knew it was like. Maybe I deleted the playlist. Yeah, I deleted the playlist. I know I had it in there because it was like one of the tunes that we'd always listen to. Do I mean Love Will Keep Us Together? No, it was more abstract. Oh, it was Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Oh,
All right, Moko, do you know what song I'm talking about? Paul Revere and the Raiders.
oh.
All right, I'm gonna answer this question from Peter, and then we got someone else to bring in here. He's back. Peter says, "Hey Tate, where do you get your drumless tracks from?" So, I get that question all the time about if I'm using drumless tracks, and I don't think in any of my covers, well, besides the Dave Weckl play-alongs that I've done, because those are play-alongs that I got from his online school when I was in that, and the Gordon Goodwin stuff, those are play-alongs, which those are great play-alongs, by the way. If you're looking to do some like serious big band chart learning and reading and all that kinds of stuff. But anyways, those Gordon Goodwin they're actually play-alongs. But everything else, I'm just playing along to the studio recording. I've not edited them at all or anything like that. They're all just studio recordings. So I get my drumless tracks by, he says the Chicago stuff. All the Chicago stuff is all, sorry. All the Chicago stuff is just all studio recorded. It's all the studio recordings that I'm playing along to. I don't take the drums out of them at all. I just mix my drums a little bit above so that you can hear more of what I'm playing. You can't hear like where I'm flamming with like the snare drum or anything like that. So I'm just playing along to the studio recordings. Now, I know there are ways to make tunes drumless. I just don't have those programs. I know that Earl, who was here a little bit ago, uses X-Track stems. Which is, I know, that's like a program that, like, I think have you ever heard of that program? X-Track stems. I don't know. Earl would be able to tell you more about it than I would. I know he has a couple of videos on it too. So go check out his channel. Look up like Earl Bennet, X-Track stems. I think it like recognizes like the the frequencies and waves that are rhythmic and not pitched, and it kind of removes them from the wave files. And so I know that's kind of how that works. But no, everything that I've done, other than the Gordon Goodwin videos that I've done, because those are play-alongs, and the Dave Weckl play-alongs that I've done, those are play-alongs, but everything else is not drumless. I'm just playing along to the studio recording. So Mocha says, I haven't heard this song before. I'm looking forward to listening to it. Yeah, I don't know now. Can you look it up? Well, I'm going to answer this next question here, and then I got someone to bring in. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Peter. Yes. All right, I got a question from Roberto here. You talk about the process of doing a cover. I think it's a hard thing to reach the high level performance you have. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I mean, apart from taking the time to sit down and learn each song that I do, because, everybody has a different process in how they learn songs, whether they chart them out or whether they learn them by ear. I kind of have a mixed process depending on the tune. I usually will not write things out, although that is helpful when I can't figure it out, like just by sitting and listening to it or playing along with it. Like usually, like it's more of a complicated rhythmic thing that I'm like, let me just write this out because I'm having trouble memorizing it, and if I can sit down and write the rhythm out, it might help. But for the most part, I just sit down behind the kit and listen through section by section and play through just like that. That's how I learn the tune. And also listening to it, just like casually listening to it. Like, when I'm driving in the car, I have a playlist of all the tunes that I am learning for covers or that I'm learning for gigs too. I mean, this is the same way I learn tunes for gigs. I just have a playlist that I'll listen to them, when I'm on a walk or doing whatever, driving or whatever. But then after I do that, I, make sure that I can play along with it and not screw it up at all and not have to, because I don't like to do takes and then I have to stop in the middle of them. So I try to prevent that, before I get to that point. So then, okay, says, unfortunately, I have to go to bed because is that 4 a.m. here in Australia? Good. Well, thanks, Moko. Yeah, you'll have to watch back once we figure out the name of the song. Did you find it?
No, I can't. You said it's a Paul Revere
and the Raiders. Yeah. Well, either way, you'll see it when I do the cover. Thanks for staying up so late with us. We appreciate it and have a good night. Okay, so back to Roberto. So yeah, I get to the point where I know I've got it down, and then I just get my sounds. I get the drums tuned up or tuned down depending on what it is. I kind of get a setup that works, depending on the tune. I pick cymbals because I have a couple different ride cymbals and crash cymbals and hi-hats. So I try to get that all worked out. And then from there, I will do a couple takes. Usually it's usually between 1 and 3. I just kind of get burnt out after I do more than that because I'm trying to put as much energy as I can into them. And then I'll listen through, I'll mix the drums, set the level with the the studio recording that I play along to. And then from there, I put my video in a couple different angles, edit it in Final Cut Pro. I do the mixing in Logic Pro, and then I do the editing in Final Cut, export it, and it goes to YouTube, and I schedule it, and out it goes. So, there's nothing fancy going on by any means. So it just takes time to learn the tunes and get them down. So, some are easier than others. Some take less time than others. The couple that I've been working on to do with this kit have been harder. The couple of Chicago tunes that I've done that Danny used his Sling-On concert time kit, those have been hard, and they took me some time to kind of sit down and really make sure I had everything down. But yeah, that's the process. So thanks for that question, Roberto. I appreciate it. All right, now we have another guest who's, well, it looks like there's 2 people there now. But the other saxophonist from the Lido Shuffle cover that we did, everybody please welcome the one and only Mr. Sam Brooks, also known as Mr. Samuel Books. Here he is, everybody.
Hey, how you doing, Tate?
I'm good. How about you, brother? Good to see you. What's happening?
Yeah, good to see you too. Not too much here. Just finished up in the shed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was the shed this afternoon?
Fairly productive, but not too productive. Not at this point in the semester.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah, you know it.
So what's happening with you? When are you getting out of the city? When are we gonna hang?
I mean, I'm gonna get out of the city May 7th, so a week from today.
Okay.
And then I'll probably be back and forth from Philly a little bit, trying to avoid working a summer job.
So you've steered clear of that as long as you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna steer clear as long as I can.
Yeah, I'm steering clear of it too. I'm using my gigs as an excuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to do here. I'm trying to line some stuff up and.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
And when do you have a date when you're headed to San Antonio? Everybody's dying to know.
No, sir.
You haven't figured that out yet. Okay.
No, yeah, it's a pain, but
so like I said earlier, everybody. So Sam is part of which army band are you part of? What is the official or not army band? I'm sorry, I said army band earlier. It's the Navy,
yes.
Right? Am I right now?
It's the Air Force, but it's
Air Force. God damn it, Air Force. I'm sorry. Every time I say it, I feel like I get the wrong freaking joint of the military. Like I think every time I've told someone about it or talked about it, I say the fucking wrong one. What? Sorry, I'm getting angry at myself now. I'm gonna let Sam speak.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's part of the Air National Guard, and yeah. I mean, I don't know my dates yet, but we're just gonna play our Sousa marches.
John Philip Sousa. Yes. Are you gonna play Colonel Bogey?
Yeah, we're gonna play Colonel Bogey. We're gonna play
you better.
The Liberty Bell March. We're gonna play
the Armed Forces Salute.
Yeah, we're gonna do the salute to PMEA in there.
That's the one. Oh my gosh, we used to get on our old band director's nerves when we were guy that was our band director when we were freshmen and sophomore because he hated the PMEA march, the salute to PMEA. Oh, Bryce is still watching. He just said in the private chat, salute to PMEA. Oh, Sam, I forgot to answer. Okay, I'll get that in a second. I didn't even realize the private chat. There's a private chat for the people that are like watching through StreamYard.
Okay.
You and Bryce have both commented. I didn't even realize it. Okay, back to the salute to PMEA. We used to either play it or we play it on our phones or something, or like my friend would play it on trumpet while I'd play it on snare drum because we just had it because we'd played it so many times, and he would be like, "Why do you have to do that?" Because the salute to PMA is so goofy.
Yeah. Oh, you're telling me.
That would be cool if the National Guard band got to play salute to PMEA.
I'll pacify the Master Sergeant, and we'll see if we can arrange that for our Danville visit.
Oh, you betcha. I would love to see that. Yeah, Bryce says classic banger. All right, well, Sam, to answer your question, and I'm going to bounce it back at you then, and we'll see what Billy says too, because Billy's worked out of the Goodwin books. My favorite is either, are you talking out of the play-alongs or just out of Gordon Goodwin in general?
Oh, it could be either or.
All right. Do you have a favorite one?
The Gordon Goodwin.
Yeah, because you've worked on those charts, right?
I have, but it's been some time.
My favorite is probably That's How We Roll. That's just a nice shuffle. The Jazz Police is, of course, a classic.
Absolutely.
You know, the one tune that I did on my channel, La Almeja Pequeña, the Little Clam. That's a really fun one. That's like a Latin chart.
Yep.
And it's got the stuff that's in 7 and 6 in it, which is really cool. So I don't know. Those are a couple. What about you?
Oh man. Let's see. I'd have to say, man, I gotta think back here. Let's see. Who Done It? That's a good one.
Oh, Who Done It is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good sax soli chart. It's Not Polite to Point.
Yeah, that's a classic. What's the one? Which one is
Gaining on You?
I think that's Gaining on You. I don't know.
I think so.
I think that's that one. That's, I mean, all the fast swing ones are really fun and they're really freaking hard.
Oh yeah.
Which one were you gonna say?
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna add in there, but yeah, that do you like Almejo Pequeña?
Yeah, that's the one where it goes from the 5, 4.
It's
to 7.
I think it's 7 to 6. Am I
think
right about that?
You're right.
Yeah,
Sam?
7 to 6. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, all those charts are a lot of fun. Like I was saying, anybody that's looking into doing, learn how to learn how to read and play big band charts. I'll tell you, those books are great. Like that's what I worked on through high school. A lot of the time, that was what a lot of what I worked on to kind of up my chart reading and big band playing. So I highly recommend those books. And not just for drums, because they have the lead alto book, which I know Sam's worked out of, and there's a lead trumpet book and a lead trombone, and I assume a guitar and bass and piano book too.
Yeah, I think there's a piano book at least.
Or like a rhythm section book that's not for drums.
Yeah.
And like the thing that I like about it is that they have all the stuff that's like that, like the lead players from the band wrote out, and like they talk about their approach to each of the songs.
Yeah.
And then there's a section that Goodwin writes about each tune, kind of hit like what he wants from each player on the given tune. So for the drum book, Bernie Dressel has a bunch of stuff written, and then Gordon Goodwin has a bunch of stuff written for each tune. So you can kind of get like background and like what the approach should be for each tune. So that's pretty cool to have that. But those are really great resources, and they're a lot of fun. But yeah, so Sam, you're shedding the rest of the weekend? You don't have anything else going on?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much free of my duties. I have to do my
You're done with all your schoolwork, or you just still have some stuff to do?
I have schoolwork. The trick is just waiting until the last minute.
Yeah, I know. I still have, which I'm sure my other fellow Theory 4 members are right in the boat with me, that the Miles Davis paper is slow. The due date for that is slowly but surely approaching. I shouldn't say slowly.
Yeah,
anymore,
I got a text from Mr. Dugo this morning about it. I was like, I'm not in the class, bro.
No, you needed to text me, because I've started working on it. I've gotten through Relaxin' now. I've written everything I needed to for Relaxin'. I started on Kind of Blue, so we're getting through it. But for Theory 4 at Temple, there's a big final paper that we have where we have to write about a bunch of records by Miles Davis and kind of compare and contrast them and talk about how and why Miles changed over the course of like 10 years or so. So it's a fun assignment, but it's one hell of a paper to have to write. So I got to get working on that a little bit more here this weekend. But it's good to be home and doing some recording and stuff. I'm hoping that we'll get to hang Sam before you head out to boot camp and fall off the face of the earth there for a while and come back a different human being. So
yes, sir. We will for sure be in touch.
Let's do
And
be
the good
saying
news-
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And the good news is that I'll have my car if I come back to Philly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean when you come back? Oh, now he's using the restroom. Great.
I got my
Oh, okay. I just heard some.
That's where mine went.
What were you saying about your car?
I'll have my car though, so I could drive up to Danville or however we want to do that.
Yeah, there's like a big glitch there. You were like, your head like moved all around the place.
Oh my god!
I think that was the best part of this so far. No, I'm just kidding. Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get together and hang. Everybody be on the lookout for Sam too, because like Bryce said, he's going to be living with us too. We're going to be doing lots of fun jamming out and recording and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting to see you hopefully here at some point. Maybe we can get another thing recorded if I get around to having, because man, as long as I can get you guys to record to a click, man, I can record whatever, whenever. So if I can get charts made for this tune that we want to do, which is going to feature Billy's Wurlitzer, just so everybody knows. We said that earlier, just so anybody that's just tuned in now knows we're going to be using the Wurlitzer.
We're both really excited about my Wurlitzer.
We're not going to say what tune it is, but it's going to be a good one. I think we're going to kind of do our own sort of arrangement of it, which is going to be fun. It's going to be very like the studio version, but there's a couple live versions that we really like, and so we're going to kind of mesh them together. And I want to have horn solos on it too, so we're going to kind of screw around with a little bit and kind of make it a little bit more of our own than just replicating what has already happened. So I'm looking for it. And there's Drew.
Mr. Berkey.
What's happening? What's going on with
Yo,
you?
I'm just hanging.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging.
Have you
Yeah.
done your recording for the next jazz band album?
Yeah, we just did Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, cool. How'd that go?
It was good. It was really freaking long though. It was 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. both
Yeah,
days,
that's what
so.
I heard that it was going to be like a day-long recording session, but
But it was
that
fun.
sounds. Yeah, I'm sure.
I think it'll come out good.
Billy's working a 10 to 6 tomorrow, so his shift at Wise lasts as long as Drew's recording session was today, or on Monday and Tuesday. So, all right, cool. Well, I'll let you to your ramen. I don't want to keep you any longer. I appreciate you taking the time to join us and celebrate with us.
Yeah,
And,
of course. Congratulations for 500.
Thank you very much, everybody. Sam Brooks, thanks for hanging with us, bro.
Nice meeting you, Sam.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. See you soon, brother. Take care. All right. Sam Brooks, the other saxophonist that was on the Lido Shuffle cover that we did, that we put out this past January. So everybody be on the lookout for Sam. Great player, great guy. So one of the things I wanted to get to on this, and we've spent almost now an hour talking, and it says we have 0 viewers, which is really exciting.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to keep going for those that are watching this back, and I don't want to make this too much longer because I don't know, we haven't eaten dinner yet, and I'm starting to get hungry. But do you need a drink?
I got a drink.
Oh, you have a drink? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to take a drink here.
The nurse said I got to keep hydrated after I got my shots.
Yeah, I know. Well, so Billy was just telling me he got his shot on today,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When did you, like earlier today, or like just a little
Around 3:30ish.
bit? Okay, that's right. You had
when I
school.
got it. Yeah.
I'm so like, that's right. You had school
Yeah.
because like my brother's been here, so it's like.
It doesn't feel like we've had school all this week.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
weird.
Well, and I bet you're not going to go in next week either.
They're saying we are, but
They
things change.
for insight to the 0 people that are watching, our school district here in Danville just removed all students from the high school again, and the theory is that they just did it because they're having prom next weekend, and so they want to keep the cases down. Oh, excuse me. But anyways, so like my brother's been home all week because he's still a high school student, and so I'm just sitting around doing nothing just because I just have some college work left, and I'm doing it here at home. So I've got like free days and stuff. I went and got my COVID shot on Wednesday, and I was out of it yesterday, man. I was tired. I came down at like a decent time in the morning, and then I fell asleep on the couch and woke up, and it was like 11:30. It put me out of commission. I eventually, like, I was up and I played a little bit in the afternoon, but then like because I came down and played, I like wiped the energy out of myself, and then I like fell asleep around 4:00 and woke up at like 6 and ate dinner, and then like sat down for a little while longer. I was out. But so you got which one did you get?
Pfizer.
Oh, so you have to get it. Where'd you get it at?
It's the one in Woodbine.
Oh, you went to Woodbine. I went to the CVS in Bloomsburg, so I got Johnson & Johnson one and done.
One and done.
And my arm doesn't feel that bad anymore. It still kind of hurts, but man, it hurt like a son of a bitch the other day.
Yeah.
And I almost passed out right after I got it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was all me being mental. Like I was just like sitting, like, you know, they're like, oh, we'll have a seat and you'll wait for 15 minutes. And I went and sat down, and then immediately I was like, whoa. And it's more like, cause I was like, you just got a shot, you just got a needle in your arm. Like I can't stand needles and, you know, having blood work done, this and that.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, now I got whatever's in my system, and like I got all like paranoid, and I was like, I just got this shot, whatnot. And so then I'm sitting there, and like and the sweat's rolling down my forehead, and I was like, oh, should I get up and ask her if there's like if I can go get a water, or like what the hell? And because then I like shut my eyes for a second, and then I was like, whoo, and I just like took a deep breath, and I could feel the sweat dripping down my face. And then I just got on my phone. Next thing I knew, she was like, when did I tell you could leave? And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, all right, you're good.
Yeah.
And so
that's kind of more or less how it went for me.
But like it was like for a split second there, it was like, oh my god, I felt like I was really gonna like hit the deck, you know.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was all the anticipation that got me going. I was like, oh, I was like, all this stuff I'm hearing about the vaccines, people are not feeling good. And then as soon as I like went in there, I was nervous. She was like, okay, when's your birthday? When's on this? And then she just grabbed the needle, and then we were done with it. And I was like, oh, that wasn't anywhere near as bad.
Yeah,
as
I mean,
thought
you
it would
always
be.
think it's gonna hurt more than it really does. I mean, it doesn't feel that bad. So, despite everybody's political opinions and this and that, I mean, really encourage everybody to, if you can, get vaccinated. At this point, it seems like pretty much everybody can go and get it if they need to. So, you know, I'm doing it because I want to get out and play gigs, you know. Protect yourself and protect others. It's kind of a universal thing. It does not matter politically. We're not going to get on that sort of a topic here. We're going to keep it light and fun because we're celebrating 500 subscribers. And I appreciate everybody. I know I missed a couple comments earlier because we were talking. I don't know if who all was watching, but I appreciate it, Roberto. I appreciate it, Peter, very much. Thank you guys for tuning in. So I want to get to a fellow drummer that is in. I think he's still here. He's got his camera off, but maybe I don't know if he went AWOL or if he's still present. Oh, there he is. Because I've got a little thing here that I want to do. Which I have these printed out too. Let me give a copy to Billy because we're gonna need these. I just figured it would be easier to have this. What in the heck is going? Oh, stupid printer. All right. Here's page 1 for you, and here's page 1 for me. And then here's page 2 for you, and here's page 2 for me. All right, I'm sorry to our guests because now I'm taking the time to do this. I thought it was going to print out one copy at a time, but
I see what's going on.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so let's bring in David Montis, and we'll talk with him. Here he is, the one and only David Montis. Welcome back to the channel. I know we've had you on before, so hopefully everybody recognizes you. But if not, David Montis is one of our close friends, fellow alumni of the Uptown Music Collective, fantastic drummer, guitarist, keyboardist. He's a multi-instrumentalist. He's currently at Lebanon Valley doing what? Because you're not doing. Are you still doing recording, or did you switch to sound design? Because I knew you were kind of on the fence, kind of back and forth about it for a while there.
Well, it's still under the recording because it's not a major for sound design, so it's still audio production.
Gotcha.
So everything just kind of relates to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm still doing that.
Cool. You're having fun with everything. And
oh yeah, tons of fun.
Great. That's great to hear. I mean, I've been getting into doing a lot more recording here as well. You know, I've kind of upgraded some stuff. I won't get into it just because there's some personal things, but that have to deal with the acquirement of some of the recording gear that I've got. I'll have to talk to you at some point and cue you in on everything that happened. But yeah, I've got some new mics on the kit now. I've got some 421s from Sennheiser, which sound really great. And I've got a new kick drum mic now. And Billy and I are both speaking through an outboard compressor at the moment, which is pretty cool.
Ooh, that's
and
pretty neat.
It is actually gating our voices, and we are being compressed as we speak to you.
Yep.
Wow.
So, you know, some fun stuff going on. But I'll have to have you down to the studio. We can record some stuff at some point. But
yeah.
I mean, great to hear that you're still getting through everything and that you're back in person at school and everything. That's great too. So
yeah.
So David Montis is here, and so we've got a fun little thing here that we're gonna do, and I'd love to have you be a part of it. It's a fun little game that we're going to play here, and anybody that's in the chat that wants to contribute to this game as well. If you're a drummer or an instrumentalist, you can gladly join in on the conversation. So we are going to look at. So I found this. I was thinking about what we should do for this as kind of like a fun little game or whatever. And I had a couple friends suggest, oh, you should do some sort of a tier list. And so I've seen these like tier lists before, and they're like, you rate whatever on a scale of a couple different levels. And so I made one up for Drumio's list on the top 20 most recognizable drum beats. And so we're going to rate these and determine how recognizable really are they. Because as soon as I started looking at this, and no discredit to the guy that put this together, because I've seen him on Instagram before, and he's commented on a couple of my things, and he's a nice guy and everything. And all the guys at Drumio do great things. I think Jared Falk's kind of goofy. I think the one other guy is kind of goofy. I think that some of the things they don't have any business talking about what they're talking about. And I know there are people that will defend me on that, even though other people are going to watch this and get pissed. Anything great that I've seen come out of Drumio has come from a professional doing a lesson on Drumio, not the staff at Drumio doing that. I mean, I don't know if you agree or disagree with me or.
Yeah, I don't want to look back at this and be like,
oh, and then
I shouldn't have said that.
Jared Falk's going to share this and be like, oh, what are these people doing?
See, I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't care.
I'm thinking.
I mean, I'm just trying to be funny here. I'm not trying to like bash anybody. Like I said, no disservice to the gentleman that put this together.
Jared, I'm sure you're a nice guy.
Oh yeah, he seems like a nice guy, but he's goofy.
You're goofy. Yeah.
I mean, I think he would agree with that.
Oh yeah, he would. He would.
I just think that some of the stuff they put out is it does not cater to. What are you watching out there? I don't know. You all right?
Oh yeah. Fine.
I was like, are you talking about what's going on?
Roommates are watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just think some of the stuff they put out like totally caters to like closeted drummers and not like it's just like they do stupid, goofy things, like where
it's gimmicky.
Yes, it's that's the word. Yeah, it's all like Jared did a video where it was like all these weird different stick products, and it was like, what, like, do they not have they couldn't have more time on their hands doing stupid shit like this?
I love the recent ones where it's like it does like the Mortal Kombat or like the Super Smash Bros. Choose your character, and then it's just Jared sitting at these weird ass like setups, and he's like the cymbal holic, and he's just there like behind a bunch of cymbals or double bass drum.
There was like one where the guy like he played through like 100. It was like 100 drumming styles.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that's great. I'm glad you're able to do that.
But then like he played songs, but not all of like he played a bunch of like different versions. Like he played a bunch of different versions of basically what were rock tunes, but like one was like Bo Diddley, and then and he played the Bo Diddley tom groove, and then another one was like some rock tune, and like he just played like a bunch of different songs that really all fall under rock, but like they were like it was like slow rock, medium tempo rock, fast rock, alternative rock. It was like, okay, like what it like they kind of like strung it out, but then like they were all like he was playing specific songs, but then like it went to jazz and it was just like it just said medium tempo jazz, like he played like I forget the one. Like he played Bo Diddley and it said the name of the song, like whatever the Bo Diddley song that he was playing the tom groove, and then it said under it like Bo Diddley, or like that's a style of drumming. But then so it would say the song and the style, but then when it got to jazz, it just said medium tempo jazz. He just played the ride beat, like that was it. It was like you couldn't find a song to put that on, like
yeah, really.
It was just kind of weird, and but like Billy said, like some of it's just kind of gimmicky. So back to this, we're gonna on a tier list. We are going to look at all 20 of these grooves, and we're gonna go. So I'll just kind of, and I want to see anybody else that's watching if you want to defend a point about this, or whether you want to say I don't think that's recognizable, or I do think that's recognizable. Help influence what we say, or else we've got final say. So here we go. Let me go to my. I have it here somewhere. My account on the official Tier Maker website. So I've just got the tier list here, and then I have all the album covers. So we're just gonna kind of go. We're just gonna go song by song, and then we'll put the album cover in the right spot. So let's share it. All right, so there we are. Whoops, it's not being shared on the screen. Add to stream. Oh, there it is. Okay, and we can see all the weird ads that are on this website. We are not affiliated with Rocket Mortgage, with what's his name there, and whatever else is popping up on the side. So let's try to ignore that. Okay, so we have our tiers where, so our top tier is Joe Schmo recognizes it. I mean, that means that anybody you're going to play this groove in front of, or mention the groove to them, or just mention the song to them, they're going to say, hey, I know that drum beat. We got a decent amount of folks at the bar know it, which basically just means that, you're sound checking at the bar at a gig, and you play this groove when you're sound checking. A couple people are going to be like, hey, that's that song. I know that song. And then like it's like a 50-50, like the raffle, so it's a 50-50 chance whether someone knows it or not. And I'm not just talking musicians, I'm talking anybody, whether my father could pick this out, or anybody else's father or mother, or anybody else that's not into music. And then we got the singer can't sing it to you.
I love these titles.
I don't know. I was doing this late at night, and I was like, let me just name these funny things. Why not? So the singer can't sing it to you. That means that they're going to say, hey, let's do this song with this drum beat in it, and then they can't sing you the drum beat. Like, they have a hard time singing it to you. I mean, how hard is it to sing a freaking drum beat? And now we have drummers don't even know it. / it's not even a drum part, which you'll see why I'm saying it's not even a drum part when we get to the one spot. You'll see what I mean. If you look ahead, you'll see which one I'm talking about. You'll be like, wait, that's not a drum part. Even though we've got like the printout of the article here that I'll kind of read. Again, this is not ours. This is from Drumeo, but we are just simply putting all the tunes that they say have the top most recognizable beats, and we're gonna see if they really are. Okay, so here we go. Number 20 is $1 Billion Babies by Alice Cooper. Now, I didn't even, until I heard it, I didn't even know the groove. And I was like, what groove is this? Do you know what it is?
I'm not familiar with a lot of Alice Cooper.
I'm not either. So already it's like, is this recognizable or not? And I think that's Alice Cooper. I don't know. Montis, do you know this groove? $1 Billion Babies by Alice Cooper?
I mean, I'm so when you play it, I will.
I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play them.
You're not playing it. No, I don't really know it.
Okay, well there we go. So now we know. I mean, I can let me quickly pull up. I had it pulled up earlier. They have like transcriptions of all of them. Like once I watched the video too, where the guy kind of plays through all of them and talks about them. So this was played by Neil Smith. And he claims this will be even funnier if Montis doesn't know it. I'm a rudimentary drummer. I love flams. I wanted to do a big flam intro. So this might not even be like the groove. It might just be the intro, which then, like, if it's not the main groove of the tune, like then it's a drum intro or a drum fill, not a groove or beat. I wanted to do a big flam intro. It was my own edition of Charlie Watts on Get Off My Cloud. Now, what does that, like, do you know what that means, Montis? Like, it's been a while since I've listened to Off My Cloud. You're a big Rolling Stones fan, so I figure you would know what that means.
A big flam to get off of my cloud.
It was his own edition of Charlie Watts on Get Off My Cloud.
I don't really understand because Get Off My Cloud doesn't start with a fill, like a flam. It's just
is it like there a part in that? Like I thought that song was just like a basic backbeat groove.
Oh, it's like
all right, so I'll sing the groove. So this is flap 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 ba-doo-goo doo-goo, flap 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 ba-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga, flap 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 flap-doo-goo doo-goo, flap 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 ba-doo-goo doo-goo. That's what this beat is.
I mean, I guess I kind of see the resemblance, but it's not really like, oh yeah, get off of my cloud, $1 million baby. I'm not feeling that.
All right, so now I got to figure out which album cover this is.
Whatever you just beatboxed there didn't sound anything like a Rolling Stones song.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Not that it was you verbally doing it, but I don't think I've ever heard Charlie Watts play the drums
like that.
like that.
I mean, he said it was his own rendition, or like, I mean, this is like a punk rock kind of song. I mean, it's Alice Cooper, so I feel I'm embarrassed now because I don't remember.
Hey, don't judge the abilities of Charlie Watts. If he can do that, he can do it if he wants to.
Yeah, what is it? You got this. What was the name of that video? You got this, Charlie, or something like that.
It's like it was.
It's like Go Charlie.
You're not too old or something like that.
You got this, Charlie. You're not too old.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so are we going to put this at drummers don't even know it / it's not even a drum part, or do we want to put it a step higher and put it at the singer can't sing it to you? I'm down for either. Does anybody in the chat have any opinions on whether $1 Billion Babies is a recognizable drum beat or not by Alice Cooper?
Just because it's Alice Cooper, I'd say it should be one step higher than the drummer doesn't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, like once I heard it, I was like, I think I've heard that before.
Right.
But like just reading it, I was like, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, like more, it's like, okay, so like recognizable, like usually you don't recognize something till you see it or hear it, you know? So we'll put it at the singer can't sing it. All right. Number 19, Take 5, the Dave Brubeck Quartet. This is, of course, Joe Morello with this 5/4 jazz drum groove, which everybody knows this, or at least I would assume a lot of people. But does Joe Schmo know it? And do a decent amount of folks at the bar know it?
That's the question.
I guess it depends on what bar you're at.
Very true.
I'd say
I'd slap it in 50-50 personally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I
don't know if
put it in 50-50 a decent amount of folks, because I know a lot of people.
This is one of the most popular jazz albums ever. You know,
Yeah.
it's up there with Kind of Blue and
Absolutely,
you know.
but I know my dad wouldn't know what Take 5 is.
Yeah. But I mean, anybody that's listened to a decent amount of music probably has heard it at some point or heard the reference of it at some point.
Right.
I mean, I think I would put it at a decent amount of folks at the bar know it.
I mean, that's what I would go with.
Okay.
Because
Anybody in the chat?
I can get behind that.
One last chance. Anybody in the chat want to say anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're putting it at a decent amount of folks at the bar know it. Okay.
Can I say one fun fact about Take 5?
Go ahead.
For my Joey, I have to play the drum solo of that.
Oh yeah, you did like a transcription of it?
No, we have a transcription. We just have to play it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like kind of almost note for note, but not perfectly, but kind of.
That's cool. You should put up a video of it. You gotta get some more stuff on your YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Because man, the one Beatles cover you did of "I Want to Hold Your Hand" was really top notch, man. And it sounded good, you know.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I vote for more Ringo drum covers.
I'm hoping to get like better recording equipment because, well, I'll tell you when we're done with the tier list.
I'm telling you, you could be Ringzolium if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Or Ringozology or whatever. Okay, let's go back. So number 18, Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Now here's where what are they considering the drum groove of this? Like the disco esque 16th note beat? Like
No, those are the hits, aren't they?
What they have written down are the hits that are at the beginning and in the middle of the song. Gaga, dugga, dugga, dugga. Like they just have that as what the drum beat is. This pattern is playing in unison with Bob Daisley's bass part. Once Randy Rhoads' guitar riff comes in.
Consider that a drum beat?
No, I would consider the drum beat of this song to be like the
Yeah.
crazy. That's how it goes. Like that's the drum beat of this song. This is part of the intro. So I don't know. We're already not too off to the best start.
If somebody were to just play those hits,
Like if you did that, is someone gonna go I like because that's what happens in that part, or is someone gonna pull out their vibroslap and play it?
yeah, maybe.
But the thing is, like, it's not that the singer can't sing it to you. Like the singer would be
Yes.
able to sing that to you.
I don't know. I feel like if somebody were to hear those hits, they might know where you're going with that. Because really, when you think about it, the only additional thing that's happening is the bass
The
is playing
bass.
with it.
Yeah, and it's the same rhythm as the bass.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We could put it at 50-50, like the raffle.
Like the raffle.
All right, let's do it.
Put it at
Crazy
in the
Train's going at 50-50 like the raffle. Okay, number 17. Now, I don't know why this is number 17. It should be a lot lower, in my opinion. We have Tom Sawyer by Rush. Now, we all know where this goes because everybody, I mean, Joe Schmo doesn't just recognize it. Joe Schmo air drums it. So
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more discussion we have to do about that. Like, that's going top tier. And I know I am biased. We are all biased to Neil Peart. God rest his soul. But, I mean, come on. If Joe Schmo can't air drum that and recognize it, help us all. Number 16, The Ballroom Blitz by Sweet. I didn't even know this song was by Sweet.
I'm not too familiar with this song.
I mean, do you know it?
I think I do. I feel like I'd have to hear it again.
Got like the weird like vocal thing at the beginning. It's from a movie.
I think I'm vaguely familiar with it.
This was one of the tunes that was in Night with the Living Dead, Montis. I think Justin played it, if I'm correct. This was in Rocky Horror. And so it's
Yeah.
it's like a train beat kind of, but it's more swung. Look, it's be sure to play it with a slight swing feel to match the way Mick played it on the record. Mick Tucker is the drummer on this. Okay, so everybody know when you're playing Ballroom Blitz, make sure you play it with a slight swing feel to match the way Mick played it on the record. It's very important. I mean, I think if you play this, people would recognize it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think a decent amount of people at the bar.
Yeah, I put it in the decent amount. One.
All right, cool. All right, let's keep going here. We're not going to take it, Twisted Sister. I think a lot of people know this.
That's up there with Joe Schmo. I think.
But
Joe
like
Schmo would
the other
do
thing is like, is this the main groove on the song? Like this is a drum intro.
it. Yeah, it does.
J-
come
like-
back
like,
in the song, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but so does
it
the.
comes back at the chorus.
But like the main thing that I think about when I think about this intro is the intro on We're an American Band. Like it's the same kind of thing.
That's true.
And the intro on We're an American Band happens too. And, you know, in the middle of the song, I'm saying.
Well, yeah, for an American.
But I think a
band,
lot of people would like if we're just going based off of like we could say, okay, well, is this considered a beat? But we're more saying, are people going to recognize this? And I would say yes. Your average Joe Schmo would recognize this. I mean, Montes, would you agree?
I'd agree. Yes.
You know the intro.
Yes. Yeah.
This was by this is Twisted Sister with AJ Pero on the drums. It's undoubtedly iconic. Okay, number 14. Sing 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 by Benny Goodman. This is the oldest drum beat on this list. It says.
That's the Bo Diddley one, right?
No, Bo Diddley is bunt gunt
Oh.
gunt 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 gunt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sing is do 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 go do do go go do 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 go do, or whatever. There's a lot of variations on it that you hear a lot, and I mean this is still like commonly used in record, like you hear this in the background of like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So people might not know the song, but they'll know the beat. You know what I mean? Hell, it's used in some one game show that's on. They use it in the intro, and it's got like a very like similar vibe. I think it's on ABC because I hear it in the mornings every now and then when the TV's left on after I watch the news. Like whoever recorded this song for this game show like still uses it, like the same kind of groove. I would put it at 50-50 just because, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. If I asked my dad to sing it, he probably wouldn't be able to sing it.
Right.
You know? I mean, it's very popular, but like, and it's very historic. I don't know.
I think you're right with.
Yeah, I'd put it in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gene Krupa. You're nobody rich. We're just kidding. Okay, number 13. Again, I feel like this should be higher up on the list, but Hot for Teacher by Van Halen, the great Alex Van Halen.
I think everybody knows that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people like. I don't know what group, like if they have the intro part for this. I mean, people. Okay, they do have like the shuffle with the double bass. Why is it note? Oh, I like when they notate the different bass drum notes on different levels of the staff. I'm looking at the thing that's on their site, and like they have like the left foot, a thing below the staff, and then the right foot in the bottom space of the staff. It's kind of goofy. But I would put this at top. I mean, if people don't know this, we'll put it up there. That Joe Schmo recognizes it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Number 12, Sissy Strut, The Meters. Now, this is a great song, and this is a classic groove.
Absolutely. I don't know that. I don't even know that a decent amount of people at the bar would recognize that at first hearing that, be like, yeah, that's
The Sissy Strut by The Meters.
Yeah, it's a very.
It's more of like, I mean, like now drummers know it,
Exactly.
and
yeah.
I feel like the singer could sing it to you.
Right.
Although at the same time, there's no vocals on this, so would the singer be able to sing it to you?
Valid point.
I don't know. I just kind of made up that title because I was like, I didn't know what else to put there.
I'm sure the singer could sing it.
Yeah, I mean, when we're thinking about generally people, like, are they going to be able to go?
I'd stick that in 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
Montis, do you agree?
I agree. Yeah.
Anybody in the chat opposed to putting the Sissy Strut at it's 50-50 like the raffle? Okay.
Is that what it says too, like the raffle?
It's a 50-50 like the raffle. Yes, that's what I put there. Okay. Number 11, Funky Drummer James Brown. We all know where that's going. It's the most sampled, recorded, re-recorded beat of all time. Give the drum a some, right?
Oh, yeah.
Clyde Stubblefield.
Absolutely.
As of 2017, it has appeared in more than 1,400 different recordings. Holy hell. It is a 16th note groove that is loaded with ghost notes, hi-hat openings, and syncopated bass drum strokes. All right. I would say that goes that Joe Schmo recognizes it. Like they're gonna go, oh, that's like a funky beat. That's like a Motown R&B James Brown. Yeah, okay. So that's where we're putting it. All right, number 10. Now I wish Rowan Stewart were here because he would tell us what would be a better drum groove to put in this spot, or not better, I should say, but what he would say is the most recognizable John Bonham drum groove, which I don't disagree that this is the most recognizable John Bonham drum groove.
I think that's, yeah.
But I mean, there's some others that are just as recognizable that could be on this list too. We'll put it that way. So number 10, we have Fool in the Rain. I think Joe Schmo knows it.
I think so, but if we're thinking Joe Schmo might be a young fella. Say, let's take your brother, for example. I don't even know that he really knows that much about Led Zeppelin.
But I mean, well, then we have to redefine everything because he's not going to know Hot for Teacher or Tom Sawyer by Rush. Or what's the Quiet Riot?
We're not gonna take it.
We're not going to take it. That's not Quiet Riot. Sorry, or is it Quiet Riot?
No,
Like,
it's Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister. Sorry, they're all the same to me.
Me
I don't
too.
listen to that music all that much. So, I mean, I would put it. I mean, it's classic.
Yeah.
Now, if it was the Purdy Shuffle, I'd have to put it a step lower. Like, no discredit to Bernard Purdy, but I think this groove was put in the mainstream because of John Bonham.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'd put it at Joe Schmo.
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that is fair.
Superstition, Stevie Wonder. Now, this was actually played by Stevie Wonder, I believe. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
it
did
was.
A lot of the drums he did himself.
Yeah, yes, he did. Pretty good drummer too.
Yeah. I mean, he had a great feel and sense of time. You know.
Jeff Beck was involved with this.
Yeah, it says here in the article, Unmistakable Swung 16th Note Groove was first played by Jeff Beck while he and Stevie were working together in the studio. This sparked the idea for Stevie to write the song Superstition, which he recorded on his own. On which he recorded his own drum track based on the original idea that Jeff had played for him. I mean, I don't know if everybody knows this.
I feel like when people hear that opening fill into that groove.
That's a fill, not a groove.
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
And they don't have that notated here. They have
Yeah, no, that groove. I feel like when that groove kicks in, people know what happens. I feel like Joe Schmo would recognize that.
Okay. We'll go Joe Schmo.
We don't have to. That's
No, I mean
I'm just putting in my
I'm saying what makes it more what I think makes it more recognizable is Scott.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'd agree with that because I know they're not counting the opening fill in this. Am I correct?
That is not notated in their article here.
Yeah, if they're just doing the beat, there are other songs that kind of sound similar to that.
Yeah, I mean, because we're playing the one tune in the band, "Living for the City" is like the exact same groove.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Stevie played drum. I might be wrong about that one though. I should know.
No, he played drums on that one
I
too.
was gonna say I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he played on that.
Yeah.
I mean, the groove on that's almost the same thing.
Kinda.
It's like got the same, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure people recognize that what song is once that clavinet comes in.
Right.
Yeah, it's more of a
distinctive clavinet.
All right, I say that we move it down. Anybody in the chat oppose? Doesn't look like it.
How many people we have?
One.
Howdy.
Yeah, one person.
Okay, cool. Man, we've been going for almost an hour and a half. Let's keep going. Okay, now this one we know where it's going because you either know it from the original version or you know it from the remake with Run DMC. This is Walk This Way by Aerosmith.
Iconic.
Yes, very iconic. The one and only Joey Kramer, who they freaking kicked out of the band for whatever reason.
I think he's back in now, isn't he?
He is back in. I don't know what happened. Probably about as dumb as Chicago kicking Danny Seraphin out of the band. But we won't get into that. We'll wait for that for the stream with Earl tomorrow. Everybody check out live stream with Earl Bennet tomorrow. Earl and myself are going to be talking all things Chicago and Danny Seraphin. So anyways, back to the topic. Walk This Way by Aerosmith. That's definitely going, and Joe Schmo recognizes it. Number 7, Sunday Bloody Sunday, U2.
Now, not only Sunday Bloody Sunday, but U2's pretty popular, but they're not that popular.
Right.
You don't think so?
I think they're pretty damn popular, but
Well, yeah.
but I feel like
I mean, but if there's going to be a song by them that you're going to recognize,
that
it's going to
one.
be this one.
it's Sunday Bloody Sunday. Yeah.
What's the other one that has like the I mean, it's not a recognizable groove, but it's a cool groove. Larry Mullen Jr.
And that's like
The one where he like plays like a thing on like the snare drum with the snares off, with the
Oh,
guitar
oh.
thing.
Where the Streets Have No Name.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. that's like a more of a sound thing that it is anything else.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have anything, and drummers don't even know it. But you'll have to stick around, or slash it's not even a drum part. You have to stick around to wait and see whether we put anything there or not. I mean, I would say Joe Schmo recognizes Sunday Bloody Sunday. You know.
I think Joe Schmo.
Okay.
I
We're
was
putting it in Joe
noticing-
Schmo.
I was noticing Joe Schmo is getting a little big.
Yeah, Joe Schmo's taking up a lot of people.
I
But
wanted
that's fine. That just
Yeah.
means that Drumeo knows what they're talking about. Maybe we're all wrong with all the shit that we talked earlier.
Maybe, but maybe we're not.
I don't. Smells like Teen Spirit,
That's
number
not a drum
6.
groove. That's the fill. They're thinking of the fill, aren't they?
Well, let's see what they have notated here in their article.
No, that's the
Ju-
that's the
ja,
groove.
got
I feel like
one only
yeah,
Dave Grohl. I don't know if Joe Schmo recognizes
I
it.
don't. I feel like if you play it like Dave Grohl on that, like if you just play it like crap, nobody's gonna know what you're talking about. But if you play it really hard with your hands above your head like Dave Grohl did,
Yeah,
people
but
are
I think it's the
gonna know
same
what you're
kind of
talking
deal
about.
with like the Stevie
It's like-
Wonder.
yeah,
Like, it's like
you
if
need-
you don't play that, like you don't play that groove beforehand.
I don't know. I feel like this one's a little different. 'Cause
Yeah?
What I don't really know a lot of other songs that have that same driving groove at that tempo.
Yeah, I mean it's just quarter notes on the hat, but like the way that he plays the
That part, yeah.
you know, like the way that his emphasis on the kick and snare. I mean, he's just bashing the hell out of it.
Yeah. I feel like Joe Schmo would recognize
Yeah?
it, even without the fill.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, another one for Joe Schmo. Number 5, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that Joe Schmo.
Not only is it a drum intro, but it's the freaking groove, you know. I feel like another one for Joe Schmo, the one and only Wipeout by Sir Faris. Every young drummer wanted to learn how to play what 18-year-old Ron Wilson played on this surf rock classic. I mean, I would say everybody knows Wipeout.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know who it's by, they know Wipeout.
I played Wipeout in an Uptown recital one time.
And it wasn't a drum song? Like someone else picked to play Wipeout?
No, I picked it.
Oh.
I picked it.
I thought you were like playing it for like you were playing it for like a guitar student that picked to play Wipeout in there.
No, that was my very first Uptown recital.
Wow, that's crazy.
2013.
You
Almost nearly 10 years ago.
Holy shit! You didn't play a Beatles song?
No. No, I didn't.
Did Jesse recommend that you play Wipeout, or did he?
I think Jesse recommended it.
Okay.
Oh, Adam. It was one of the two. I was kind of like, so what the heck?
Who did the laugh?
Nobody.
That's what makes the song. I think that's more recognizable than the drum groove. What the hell? All right. Anyways.
I know Willie played guitar on it.
Oh man, I wish there was a video of that. Okay. Back to it. So Wipeout.
I think I have a video of it somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I want to see it. So back to it. So number 4, Wipeout by Sir Faris. Joe Schmo knows it, no doubt. Number 3, we're getting down to the top 3 now. Come Together by the Beatles. Now, this is where Montis' opinion really counts, because I want to know from you, not only do you think this is this like the top Beatles groove that everybody knows, or is there something else that you feel captures Ringo and is a more recognizable, specifically Beatles now? Like, could they have included a different Beatles groove that's more recognizable, or no?
Well, thing with Ringo is a lot of his stuff is kind of it sounds like a normal drum groove, like anybody could play it, but it just has that distinctive Ringo feel to it. Like when he does a fill, since he's leading with his left hand,
Yeah.
it sounds like no other thing that a drummer can play. It just sounds nothing like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, is In My Life more recognizable than this? I don't know if that one is.
Maybe not In My Life, but maybe Ticket to Ride. The people might know the boo gat gat.
Yeah, or like, what about Tomorrow Never Knows? Like, that's pretty.
That one too, because that's kind of iconic.
Mhm. And just to be clear, what they're referencing as the groove here is boom, boom.
Oh, yeah, I hope that's what they were saying, because if they just did the boo to boo. If they did that, well, then there'd be a problem.
What is it? What is it that What is it that there's that video where like you got it's like all the different famous drummers playing the Ringo kit, and Dave Grohl's like, all he had to do was go, goom, 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 and he's a fucking badass. Like that, like Dave Grohl says
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. But
And Stuart Copeland's like, it's just a bunch of melodic things that he did. Or so, I don't know what he says. It's like weird, but
I feel like though maybe
I mean, I think that Joe Schmo would recognize it. We're really
Yeah.
filling up Joe Schmo.
yeah.
They did a
I-
decent job.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, because
There are a few iffy
yeah, I mean, because number 2, Rosanna by Toto. I mean, who doesn't know that?
Schmo definitely knows that one.
Yeah, I mean, we might be biased here, but like,
Not that. I mean, that's
I mean, there are definitely other things that I think like deserve to be higher up on this list if Rosanna by Toto is on here. I mean, like the other thing is like they put 2 halftime shuffles on here. And if they're counting like the intro thing in We're Not Gonna Take It, why is the intro for We're an American Band not on here? You know what I mean? Because I think more people know that than We're Not Gonna Take It. You don't think
yeah,
so?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one might be split 50-50 like a raffle.
What? Not Rosanna.
No.
Oh, okay.
The American band and
Is that, I'm putting. Whoa, what is that?
What?
Is Scooby Doo in your apartment right now, Montis?
Nah, it's just don't pay no attention to that. No attention to that.
All right. Well, I think we can put Rosanna at Joe Schmo, the one and only Jeff Porcaro.
oh yeah.
Okay, cool. And now we get to the best part. We're going to argue this out. Anybody watching can argue this with us. The one person that's watching. Number 1, We Will Rock You by Queen.
Not a drum pop. Not a drum pop. It's clapping and stomping.
Stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. You know the song, We Will Rock You, from Queen's 1977 release. Okay. You know this. Yeah, you know the song. Like, that's recognizable if someone does this. But there were no drums involved in that at all. Now we get to where, like, okay, well, what is the definition of a drum? Well, it's a non-pitched thing that you hit. Okay, well, like, do your roommates have an input on this too?
Nah, they don't know anything.
Can they hear you?
Yeah. Yeah, they can hear me. They can hear me.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean, like a percussion instrument and or a drum could be considered something that you hit. I'm hitting the floor with my foot and I'm clapping with my hands. But is it a drum part? Like, it even says in here, like, they undermine. I don't want to say that. It says the stomping and clapping were recorded by all 4 members, including Roger Taylor, and then overdubbed with delay to make it sound like many people were stomping and clapping. When Queen performed this song live, Roger Taylor often played the pattern notated here. And what they have is simply kick and 2 toms, floom, floom, and then a flam on the snare.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the studio recording. Like, that's what we're talking about here. yes, if a drummer played flat, flat at the bar, not only would some of the people at the bar know it, but everybody at the bar, even Joe Schmo, would recognize
Joe
it.
Schmo would know it.
But again, like, it's not technically a drum part. So I'm trying to think of something else that you would play on the drums that people would recognize, but it's not actually a drum part. Like if you play cadets, or like, I don't know.
Well, I mean that's played on drums.
Or like if you went goo 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 goo.
Oh,
Like little things like that. Like you could play that on the drums, but that's not a drum part, but like people recognize it. So I don't know. Montis was pretty adamant about it, and I kind of agree with him. Even though Roger Taylor played it live, it's not drums to me, anyways. Like you put that in the number one spot, as opposed to not only not putting any of these other songs, but like, I mean, what other songs do you guys at least feel should be on this list that are not, that are pretty freaking recognizable in my opinion? I mean, I've got a couple of my own, but like, yeah,
I'd say When the Levee Breaks would be on this list.
I mean, that's pretty heavily sampled too. I mean, of course, there's the Pretty Shuffle wasn't on here. I mean, I think a lot of people would recognize the Pretty Shuffle. You know, whether they know Home at Last or Babylon Sisters. I think either one, a lot of people would know. But yeah, When the Levee Breaks is really popular. I mean, another one that I was thinking about as far as Bonzo, but like Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Not just the intro, but if you play that two-handed thing with like the backbeat, I mean, I think a lot of people know that. I think a lot of people would know the groove, and like you could do either of these, but like people know I think people would more know it as the groove from Barracuda, even though it's technically the groove from Achilles' Last Stand. But like Barracuda is a more popular song, but it's inspired by that. I don't know why Don't Stop Believin' isn't on here. I think that's a really recognizable drum groove. Of course,
It's that Jefferson Airplane tune. That bum, bum,
White Rabbit.
Oh, White Rabbit. Yeah. I don't.
You don't think Joe Schmo would know that?
No, definitely not. I mean, it's recognizable.
Yeah. Well, that Need Somebody to Love. I feel like that one honestly might be.
That's just.
Yeah, but I
That's all
guess
that is.
I think I'm thinking more of the song.
I just played
itself.
both those tunes for a friend who was recording some tunes. And I feel like it's funny that you brought both of them up. So
That is weird.
But I mean, out of the two of those, White Rabbit is a more recognizable groove. I mean, I'm of course going to be biased towards Danny Seraphin, but I mean, I think 25 or 624 is a pretty recognizable drum groove.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a double track thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that. I mean, I'm biased towards Jeff Porcaro, but I think that.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty. Get your dirty low down, by Boss Gags. I think Low Down is a pretty recognizable groove too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Montis, you have any others?
Trying to
I mean,
think.
hey, and all the ones that we're bringing up here, hey, they're drum grooves, okay? They're not stomp, clap.
Yeah, drum, you'll take note. Take note, drum,
Yeah, Jared.
I don't think Jared was the one that wrote this, but
No.
I mean, I think that even though it's not a drum part, it counts as more of a drum part than stomp, clap does. But glut, 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 or did I just make an ass out of myself? Do you not know what song I'm talking about?
I didn't know you were talking.
What were you singing?
I was singing Honky Tonk Woman.
Oh wow! I
mean, that's more of that's more of like a percussion plus like cowbell plus drums kind of intro, but I mean the cowbell goes the entire song. you know, Painted Black is kind
Yeah,
of
I
just
think
like
Honky Tonk Woman is.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Painted Black is just like Somebody to Love in the sense of what he plays, but it's faster and it's kind of I don't know. But then again, it kind of has like percussion in there that makes it too. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, I don't think it's as recognizable for as many people, but I Keep Forgetting is another one.
Pretty Woman. That drum groove.
Oh, like the oh that. I mean, that's just like a Motown
Yeah, but I feel like when somebody starts doing that, their first instinct in their head is
good thing. Yeah.
That's one.
I mean, this is a drum intro. Or no, sorry, I'm thinking of a different. The groove for "Time Keeps on Slipping."
Yeah.
You know, that's a pretty.
It's a groovy one. Ooh, what about? I don't know if Joe Schmo would know this one, but what about Iggy Pop, "Lust for Life"?
I don't even know that song.
No. It's
Are
like
you looking at your own version of a list?
no, I'm just looking at like my liked songs.
Oh, okay.
Like, seeing, but I don't. I just remember hearing that. It's like you can't
I mean,
mistake it.
Fly Like an Eagle's a pretty iconic groove. I was thinking of but that's more of a drum intro.
that's
The
what I
main
was
groove-
thinking too.
Yeah, with that nice big China cymbal. I don't know. I mean, there's probably others. If you have any that you disagree with us about, agree with us about, or there's one that you think should be on this list that is not, put it in the comments, okay? Because at this point, we're just doing this for people to watch afterwards. Nobody has put any input into the chat at all about this, but that's fine because we're having a good time. We're hanging. I appreciate you guys being here for this. This has been a fun hang, and I enjoyed going through this list. Like I said before, we don't mean to bash Drummy or anything like that. They do great educational work. I just think that some of the stuff they do is to get views and to not educate. But at the same time, man, their video with Todd Zuckerman is that's one of their best videos. You can get so much out of just watching that video over and over. And I'm talking the first one that he did with them in like 2015, 2016. But he's probably made them a lot of freaking money with his rock drumming masterclass, which I'm sure is really good too. But anyways, I'm gonna close out of this. I don't know if I can like save this and link it or what, but we'll get out of there for now. All right. So if anybody is watching, thanks for sticking with us for what has almost been 2 hours now. Unless anybody else has anything to say, I think with that we can kind of sign off. I appreciate all the support from everybody. For those watching this back and who weren't able to make it. Man, we got to 500 subscribers, so I'm hoping it doesn't take quite as long to get. I don't think I'm going to have the watch hours that I need to have the whole monetization thing. I'm not going to get any money anyways. Both have to get 1,000 subscribers and like however many watch hours in the course of a period of time. But I also am more looking forward to having the community panel so that I can like post on the community panel on YouTube, and like post things that, share links and, share stuff like that. And it's like you can put up like polls and stuff so I could have people vote on what videos they want and whatnot, which would be pretty cool. So everybody, look forward to that when we get to 1,000 and another stream. Hopefully, with more viewers by then, maybe we'll have some more people on. It'll be a little more fun. I mean, I appreciate the folks that were in the chat and asking questions. Again, thanks to Earl Bennet. Here, check out our live stream tomorrow. Over on his channel, we're going to be talking all things Danny Serafin, Chicago, along with Tristan Bowden and Wally freaking Reyes. They're both great guys too, and great players, and have done a great job with that band. One of my favorite bands. And then, of course, I have to thank Bryce, who was here earlier, and Sam, and David Montis, who has been here with us now doing the tier list and everything. We appreciate your input on what were some pretty hard decisions, but we have finalized which tunes really are the most recognizable drum beats.
Yes. Yes.
And I think there's a lot to learn from that. So
Hey, before we sign off, I like to say two things, but you can finish your little speech about
I was just
happiness
gonna
and joy.
last and foremost thank my co-host here, Billy Bellino, for sticking with me here, who has done some previous live streams with me, as well as has been in both of the cover videos that or the full band cover videos that I've done, What a Fool Believes and Lido Shuffle. Billy is just a wonderful friend and great musician, and thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Congrats on 500.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Montis?
Yeah, this question's for Billy.
Oh God.
When can I play your wallet? So
Whenever you want, man. You come down.
Yeah, when are you getting back into town, dude?
well, I'll be still in school till about I think the last day of finals week is May 21st, so it's still
Holy
quite
hell.
a way. But when I get back from college, when I get back home, I will be in a new house.
Oh yeah, that's official.
Yeah.
And that is being announced live right here.
Woo.
Wow, I'm honored that it's being announced on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
So you're gonna have a brand new home studio, man. We got to get shit set up there then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have you guys come up when it's finished.
No, that's great, man. I'm looking
Billy,
forward.
you
I'm
can bring
looking
your
forward
wallet,
to it.
so
Absolutely. I have a cool road case that goes with it. So yeah,
Because-
I'll be sure to bring it up.
Yeah,
you can bring it. You can leave it at my house. I'll keep it. You can do that.
Maybe for a few days. But yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, gotta get a
Montis, would you,
bass pedal for it.
Montis, would you rather a Rhodes?
Do you have access to one?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to update you on a couple things, like I was saying about all the gear and stuff. But everybody, speaking of all the new gear and stuff, and the beautiful concert tom kit that I have set up here right now.
Yeah, where'd
Be on
you
the
get
lookout for
those? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I got this kit from Kate. Remember Kate? My old friend Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at her house, and she let me take it.
That's
So
neat.
when I got it, it was just the kick and the lower toms, the 13 through the 18, and they were in pretty bad shape. So I spent a lot of time. I had to buy a couple new rims and a bunch of new lugs because of I took them all apart and didn't realize that there were a bunch of lugs that were the screws that hold the lugs in. They had whoever had this kit previously had used a bunch of different screws, because she said they found this kit somewhere. So I don't know who had it before then, but they'd taken a bunch of different screws and then tried to put the lugs back on with these screws, and they stripped the insides of a bunch of the lugs that screw in. So they all it wasn't like they were all broken, because I could put tension rod in them, but I couldn't attach them to the drums, So I had to buy a bunch of new lugs that weren't stripped so that I could put new lugs on a bunch of the drums. And I mean, the
wow.
process of cleaning everything, and all the stands that the toms are on are still really dirty, but it's going to be such a chore to get all the rust off of them. But yeah, and then I bought the 10 and the 12 from a guy on Facebook. And I was thinking about cutting them down because I think they're from a later date of when they made them, because they're deeper than all the other drums. I don't know if you can see that where my finger is. So that is the 12, and then that's the 13. The 12 is deeper than the 13. Which is weird, but I think the 10 and the 12 are power tom sizes, and then the rest are so they're probably from the 80s, and then these are from the 70s. But
That's rather cool.
Nonetheless, they sound really cool. Yeah, I did a couple. I did a tune from. I'm not going to give it away. I'll wait for people to see it when it comes out, probably next week. I did a tune from Chicago 10, and then tomorrow I'm going to record a tune from 11. So some of those later.
Can't do a tune from 11.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because both those albums, I'm pretty sure he used the concert tom kit. At least the way it sounds to me, he was definitely using more toms than like rack tom, 2-floor toms, you know. But
Can I guess the song on 10?
Sure.
Or do you want me to text it to you in case if it's correct, though?
No, it's fine. It's whatever.
Is it You Are On My Mind?
Yes, it is.
Such a great song.
Yeah, it is a great one. It's got all those really cool fills on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured, I was like, oh, that would be a cool introduction to the kit. So be on the lookout. That'll probably either come out on Wednesday next week or Saturday next week. And then
you didn't hear it from me though. Like you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, and then I have another Chicago tune that's supposed to air, or not air, but it's supposed to be released tomorrow. Just one to kind of, it's a tune from CTA to celebrate. I think it was just Wednesday. I think it was like 52 years or something like that since CTA was released. So a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, all that and more by Chicago to be discussed tomorrow on my live stream with Earl Bennet. So everybody look forward to that. Again, thank you, David Montis, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Billy, for being here. Thanks to Earl, who was here earlier, and Bryce and Sam, my buddies from school. Thanks to everybody who was in the chat. Moko, who's been on and comments on my stuff all the time. I appreciate it. Even though he was like up late, I appreciate him being here. Roberto, I've seen him before, and Peter, thank you so much. Everybody else who's watching after the facts, or after the facts, after the fact, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And 500 subscribers, couldn't have done it without everybody. So it's really great. I wish we had sound. I wish I could figure out how to get. Yeah, I wish I could figure out how to get like sound effects. I'd have you doing that. You know, or like maybe we'll do another one. We'll get Montis here with his sampler. Man, that would be a lot of fun. We'll just have him sit in the corner without a mic or anything, but he'll just have his sampler hooked up. So, you know, like, yeah, man, we just got our shot the other day. My arm hurt like. Oh my God, that's really loud. What a great way to end the stream. Maybe we'll get like, you know, he can be in the background, and then like, you know, oh man, I got my shot the other day. My arm really hurts, and then you get, oh, you know.
Adam.
We'll get lots of great sound effects, I'm sure, if we had you in here with your sampler. But so maybe we'll do that in the future. But anyways, thanks again. I'm gonna sit here and yap too much long. If I sit here and yap too much longer, it'll just go downhill. But anyways, we've been on here for those 2 hours. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for 500 subscribers, and I'll catch you all soon. All right, take care, everybody.
See ya.